It's Sunday. Isn't that the day of rest? Some people are still at rest. A little sleepover taking place in the family room. All right, it's day 3 of the great vlog experiment. 1 video per day for 30 days right here on Our Wyoming Life, where, you know, we're trying to give people a chance to escape their ordinary and come along with us and explore the ranch life, especially at times like this when people are locked in and locked down and all this kind of stuff. And sometimes the only escape that you can find is gonna be on your phone or on your computer. So thank you for coming along with us. Please subscribe and make sure you continue on this crazy journey that we put ourselves on. So when I decided to do the 30 vlogs in 30 days, I figured what I would do is actually film during the day and then edit at night. So that's what I did for the last couple days. And last night I was up until about 1:30 trying to finish up the video that you saw yesterday. I got to bed. Of course, then you can't sleep, right? So you just lay there, watch TV. I watched CSI. I watched like 3 episodes of CSI, and then finally fell asleep. So, as you can imagine, I'm a little bit tired this morning, but that's okay. That's part of the experience and what we're looking for. Today, we're going to take you on a journey around the ranch as we have a few cool things happening. Erin's going to be out in the high tunnels, and I think she's also planning on showing you around the grow room a little bit. We have our very first guest showing up to the Airbnb across the road. Very first time that we've actually had a guest here on the ranch that's not related to us or friends and family for 10 years. Well, at least as long as we've been here. So that's kind of exciting. So we're gonna get to it. I'm going to run across the road and get some signs put up to keep people from playing with the bulls.
It's Sunday morning and we're here in the high tunnel. I spent most of yesterday out here while Mike was working on the Airbnb. I was working in here because now more than ever, I think we really have to be focused on growing food for our local food supply. So
it's summer now.
It's spring. So we're going to transplant some more lettuce and some more kale. And yesterday I weeded and watered. And then I'm going to make a plan I'm going to end up planting my walkways because I'm just worried that we don't have enough to meet local demand. So I'm going to figure out, I probably won't do it today just because it's really wet and I don't want to work my soil while it's wet. But I'm going to kind of figure out which walkways I'm going to plant so I can still water and what crops that we'll put in those walkways. And Kenzie's going to help me do some lettuce transplants today.
I'm not in school because of the I forget what it's called. Coronavirus. So we have till April till I go back to school. Hey. Usually just 9 days because of spring break. But when spring break was almost over, they moved it on to April because of the coronavirus. I'm really excited that I don't have to go to school.
All right, Kenzie, you're gonna help?
Yeah.
So we're gonna plant kale first. We've got some purple kale over here. There's green kale over there. But we're gonna have lots of kale because it grows really well and grows fast. And it's nutritious.
And there's first blood.
All right, so I'm gonna dig holes and you guys can put the plants in. Yes, I'll hand it to you. You have to be patient though, which I know is not your strong suit.
I'm done.
Put it in.
Can I have my next one? I'm not.
Hold it upright. There you go. Don't bury the leaves. So we got all the lettuce in. Some of it's a lot smaller than I would like for it to be, but it actually really needed to go out of the trays. It needed probably to be transplanted actually a couple weeks ago. And I'm finding that soil that I was using, it just doesn't really work well for lettuce. So hopefully they'll bounce back and recover quickly now that it's gonna be warm and sunny. Some of these I just moved out to the high channel yesterday, so I'm actually going to put some of my hoops in, and I'm going to put row cover over so it just doesn't get sun scalded today. It's a big adjustment when it moves from inside the grow room to the outside, and the sun intensity can actually burn the leaves. So we want to prevent that, so we're going to cover it up. So I'm going to work on that now. The kids had fun, they were helpful, they were a little stressful, but they went to Grammy's now so they could wash their hands and have some lunch.
'Cause there's a place that I go to when I want to hide from all the shades of blue. 'Cause at times I think of leaving, my mind takes me back to fall, when the snow begins to sing goodnight to warm.
I'm in the grow room, and every day, at least once a day, sometimes twice a day, I just need to water all the microgreens. I'm gonna check on our summer crops, our tomatoes and peppers, see how they're doing, see if they're ready to come out of our germination chambers. So yeah, I'm just gonna check on stuff. I'm not actually planting any microgreens today. I'll probably do that in a couple days.
Our first guests in the Airbnb have just arrived. I'm going to head across and say hi to them. The funny thing is that they're not subscribers to Our Wyoming Life. They just found us on Airbnb. So I'm going to go say hi and see how they're doing. Hi there.
How are you?
Good. How are you? I'm Mike.
Mike? Chris Wallace.
Hi. Chris.
Joanne, come on in.
Joanne, how are you?
Come into your house.
Come on in, yeah, come on into your house.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Oh, those are nice folks. It is a little weird having somebody else live on the ranch. We've had friends of ours and family and stuff like that stay in the ranch here in the farmhouse, but this is the first time we've ever had total strangers staying on the ranch. So, a little weird. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but this is what we signed up for, right? So, I guess we'll figure it out. Okay, so it's Sunday, which means that it's live stream night. So I've got about an hour to get ready for live stream, change, do all that kind of good stuff. Also, we send the kids up to Grammy's house for the evening. And actually, I think they're having a sleepover up there tonight. So let's get ready for live stream. How do I look? So the live stream, if you've never caught it, is something that we started, I don't even know how long ago, 2 years ago, something like that. And we started doing it in our living room downstairs. And eventually we grew up a little bit and we started doing it upstairs. You gotta walk through this really dark area here to get to what we call the live stream studio. And then right there is our camera. So this one here is a second camera that's set up there, but I like to move it around every once in a while. So, and then here, you can see there's a little delay, but right there is our main camera. Back's downstairs. We have about 30 minutes until showtime, if that's what you want to call it, and Erin is making dinner. She told me to come over because she was going to get it out of the oven.
Don't look at my dirty stove.
Don't look at the dirty stove. What is that?
I just made sheet pan fajitas. So I just cut up some peppers and some onions. I put chili powder, garlic, onion, salt, pepper, some red pepper flakes, and some olive oil. I let the peppers and onions cook for about 20 minutes on 450, and then do all the same seasonings with the chicken. And then throw the chicken on the pan for about, I thin slice it, so it only needs like 10 to 15 minutes for the chicken. So,
And what is it?
sheet pan fajitas.
Sheet pan fajitas.
Yeah, one pan fajitas.
Yummy. And just like that, we're down to about 10 minutes before it's time to go. I've got my glass of ice, and we're heading up to the studio. I think I should have went pee. All right, we're 2 minutes out and just waiting for Erin to get here. Are you? You okay? You're gonna be warm in that. Look at this, Our Wyoming Life. And what's underneath? Maybe. It's Our Wyoming Life. Woohoo! All right, it's 6 o'clock. You let me know whenever you're ready.
Excuse me, camera. Close your eyes.
Erin and Mike bring you into their world. It's not just chickens and the Angus herd. So take off your boots, relax, and go beyond the ranch.
Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Ranch Talk Live here on Beyond the Ranch. I'm Mike.
I'm Erin.
And this is a subsidiary, not wholly owned by Our Wyoming Life.
Who's it owned by?
I don't know. Somebody else. I really don't know.